Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There's a gentleman right now. All right. So, we are here doing a little bit of live stream for BerrieDex today. And we've got some exciting stuff to talk about. This is going to be pretty quick live stream today. We're not going to be here for a ton of time, but if you do have questions, feel free, hop in chat. We'll try and take a look at some of that and see how it's going. But we've got Godson here, Nick, myself, just chatting about Barry and some of the stuff that's happening right now with the development and just what we're working on, want to share some cool things with you that are coming up. And if you've joined us for some of these streams in the past, you can start to expect these streams more regularly now that everything is moving forward. We're definitely going to be doing a Monday stream every week, unless something, is unavoidable that stops it, but definitely going to be shooting for that Monday. Plus, you're going to see some streams throughout the week as we have time. Of course, everybody's been working nonstop on Barry, so we're getting to a point where we can start to do more of the streams too, which is exciting for us. Well, there he is. Hey, nice to see you, sir. So yeah, we're just doing a little intro, talking about some of the upcoming. I'll be doing this every Monday. We won't always all be here, and then we'll have some of the other people here sometimes too. But definitely expect to see at least me here on Mondays going forward. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And today, like I said, we're just going to be talking about Barry and some of the cool stuff that's happening, some of the things that the milestones that we've been paying attention to. So yeah, with that being said, tell me your most exciting milestone here, or your most exciting thing that you're working on right now.
So we're really close with a full unified platform with all of our services, our swap services, our staking services, perpetual markets. We have incredible depth right now through a couple of partners. Everything's functioning. We're just going through final tests before release. This is not like a teaser to go look at what we're releasing. We're just talking about the release schedule. The tech and the experience will speak for itself, most certainly. So I would say within the next few days, we get this out to the public and everybody can open up and trading. And it'll start to open up additional revenue sources for Barry stakers. So far, I don't know if we covered this. You guys can cut me off if we have. But
No, yeah.
So far this week, our staking has grown about 40,000 Barry. We've distributed about 181,632 Barry to date. Our new platform up and running and ready for release. Currently, to date, we've been entirely on spot markets, and we still have our spot engine to integrate, so you can, through easy multi-chain access, any kind of spot market at a predefined price. What that's shifting to is RWAs. There is a major focus on right now in perpetuals. I think that'll be easy because it's kind of the same distribution right now for RWA perpetuals. There's like one market maker doing it all across the entire crypto sphere. I think that'll start to grow, but for now, there's lots of different avenues for spot that are covered up. And so we are going to shift that entirely to real world assets that are, under some point redeemable. They're not just fantasy tokens, and those won't be created or handled by us. Obviously, there's a big push industry wide. We plan just to aggregate and collect them all with our multi-chain technology through there.
Nice.
Yeah, just want to say a quick, shout out to the guys, talking in the chat as well. We can see it, and if you have any any questions or anything you want to add on to.
No questions yet, but yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
I think so. This week we have a distribution coming up in the next 48 hours. And for those that don't understand what that is, we collect all of our trading fees across our services, which is token swaps. You can access that at swap.berry. Remember, it's .ie. and then also our Dex.Berry, which I had just mentioned we were shifting to RWAs. So we take those fees and we auto buy Berry on the open market. We typically do that throughout the week, so that way there is a consistent price flow. Go instead of just like one centered for people to snipe on. That will occur as we start to open up our fee conversion to Berry in real time. One thing that the perpetual market will open up is the ability to turn our auto buy on nearly in real time. So instead of once a week or twice a week or sometimes every other day, depending on how often the fees come in, it'll happen the moment a trader on the BerrieDex or spot converts over. And then also our statistics page should show that in real time too.
That's awesome.
All on our release. Harvey says, how can we support the Berry movement farther? That's a good question. I think the biggest thing for you, Harvey, especially everything you're doing is great. We do notice all the tweets from everybody because we do have our airdrop going. And so we constantly track every Berry hashtag or cash tag, every comment that's referencing us. So even just earning the airdrop and tweeting about us and giving a breakdown of what BerrieDex is helpful. I noticed both you and Roxy in the chat are really active. Notice both you guys, so appreciate it. Anybody else in live stream? We have quite a bit of viewers. That has questions. Feel free to tune in. Excuse me. As we already mentioned, this stream will be a little bit shorter. We're going to wrap up here in a moment. Just wanted to touch in and get all the users of BerrieDex in the regular schedule of watching live streams.
Yeah, and the to that comment too, like you said, sharing, liking, interacting with the stuff. For those of you that are already staking, like when you get those rewards, if you do want to help further the movement, like posting about the staking and how that's worked for you and how easy it was for you to set up, like those are huge. That helps.
Right. Just like a general invitation to everybody. This is as much like a community-driven project as it is for us too, right? It's not your typical sort of like VC led insider project. Like we've been open to bringing in as many people from the get-go as possible, and Nick mentioned earlier, if you bought the initial sale, you've earned as much of every dollar in price appreciation as we have. So just a general big clap for all of us who have just kind of stayed on this project from day one.
Yeah.
I think the yield currently is at 19%. If you invested in or if you purchased into the pre-sale and staked, receiving fees thus far with 181,000 Berry distributed. That'll definitely grow too. That's a pretty strong yield, but I think a better way to measure that is more time. Since we're obviously a new exchange, we don't have a ton of time, and so it's not a negative thing. What that means actually is we haven't shown our full potential here. We haven't shown perps yet. We haven't shown what kind of fee revenue from there. I think there's a lot of. I just want to touch on perps. There's a lot of perp markets out there right now that everything's just kind of BerrieDex this, BerrieDex that, and I think in the end, the DEX that offers the most amount of liquidity with the real seamless multi-chain experience is what wins. And I know that sounds like super easy and cliche, but nobody's actually delivered that yet. So one thing we will try to solve is that user experience. And so on the point of community feedback, we are going to have a special feature on this new platform that allows you to screenshot your page, and you can submit some feedback to the extent of you don't like this, and we'll consider these changes, things like that. Just real simple processes. And then also get active in our Discord. If you're watching and you're not in our Discord and you would like to earn our airdrop, the first step would be to stake some Berry. As soon as you stake Berry, you become eligible for the airdrop, and it's $2 million worth we are airdropping. And I think the next step after that is you go, correct me if I'm wrong, Dodson, but you go to Discord and you interact with the airdrop bot. So if you join our Discord, which can be found on any of our tweets, I'll put that at the bottom of this tweet after this stream. You will be able to replay this also. So if you're watching this in replay, you can join our Discord, and there is a bot channel that you can interact with. It'll give you instructions, and you'll enroll for the airdrop. And then from there, you can do what Harvey and Roxy and a few others in the chat have done to already earn their airdrop. They've been earning for quite some time. You'll get a referral link that you can share. Your volume will be tracked. That referral link will really matter in a couple days when this BerrieDex is open. The amount of volume you can bring in and receive fees off of is enormous compared to spot markets. So I think even the little guy has an advantage here with just like some out-of-the-box thinking marketing with their ref link to really earn quite a bit of the airdrop. And it's not super competitive right now. There's plenty of social media points to be earned. You don't have to have a ton of money to earn a part of the airdrop. You can stake very little or whatever you'd like and then earn it through the social media aspect of it. I'll be sure to get out a tweet. I'll have the interns get out a tweet to refresh the airdrop and have all the instructions there, because it becomes much more relevant again now that we have perps launched. Everybody that's coming in late, you're not too late, but everybody has a slight advantage that's been working hard already. So some things to keep in mind there.
And for those people
Other
who,
than that, I don't.
oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, for those people, for those people who aren't already staking, what's the best way for them to go get some Berry and stake after they've gotten in Discord, interacted with the bot, or beforehand, really?
Yeah, so swap.berry or any Solana wallet Phantom.
Yeah.
Any aggregator. Swapped up, I'll explain the difference though. So Phantom, if you swap in Phantom, sure, nice and seamless, because you already have the native app in your phone, and they have that.
Sure.
That distribution already, which we will soon, just sit tight. But the other option you can do in Phantom browser or Sol, any Solana wallet is in the browser. Go to swap.berry and just connect your wallet there. And what we do over Phantom is we search not only their routes, but additional routes. And you'll see which routes you can pick. I'll just go ahead and you can leave the screen exactly as it is. I'm going to go to our current swap site.
Yeah.
So basically you can exchange from any blockchain without any kind of bridging, and you can go to any wallet. So even Bitcoin. So there's KYC swaps here.
Yeah, I've done Bitcoin swaps. It's actually great. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so you can do things like it may potentially find you a route for something like BNB to Berry, but you'll typically find very easy routes. If you just type in berrie.ie, it'll load up your Berry, and then you can swap right there, swap.berry. And what this will do is find your cheapest route, even if it's beat over Phantom. Phantom does the same process. For everybody that's unaware, they're not actually the liquidity. They're just aggregating. And so our swap system just adds additional chains, additional routes, and a little bit more configuration. If you go into here, you can actually go down. You can adjust your gas prices just like any other wallet that you're used to. The difference is you have like your route priority for fastest and best return.
Oh, you're in a new window, so we're not seeing it.
Oh, it's not carrying over.
Yeah, okay. Just because this window is the one that's sharing. Yep.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is really good. It's
sorry to the chat there. I was displaying.
You're going on, yeah. It's all good.
Swap.berry. So basically, exchange from here. You have all of your blockchains, all of your different coins that you can choose from, even Bitcoin, and then like if you wanted to swap from Solana to Berry, then you would type in Berry here under the chain selector and then swap. The difference is with us and Phantom is we have additional routes. They look at the same routes we do. So like recently there was some controversy around I forget the name of it, but one of these bridges that we don't use just because they always return an unfair rate. But so if you do find swaps that you don't potentially like, you can always disable them here. But the way this is set up is it's pretty seamless to where you don't even really realize what swap you're doing, what chain you're swapping across until you put in your blockchain for where to send it to. So like you can go from, like Solana to Bitcoin on here. Whoops. You just have to put in your Bitcoin address when you swap.
Yep.
But it's all native. So you'd send to, and then right here you would paste in your Bitcoin address. So be sure you do it correctly on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be the quickest way to buy Berry, especially from any asset.
Yeah.
If you're on Coinbase, which a lot of people are, we get that question a lot. You can withdraw to whatever your asset is to some kind of self-custody wallet found in an Android or Apple app store.
Which you should be doing.
You should be doing anyway. I think Coinbase and Gemini and things like that, for those that don't know, they're good on-ramps. They're good on-ramps for your bank account and off-ramps. Hopefully off-ramps for everybody in the future to where you just make money and don't have to put money into crypto. But generally, when you keep crypto on there, you put it in their control and anything can happen. And also you're susceptible to any of their errors. So if they are ever hacked, things like that. I'm sure like Coinbase has, a ton of mitigation circumstances and they're pretty safe, and insurance and things like that. They're a publicly traded company. So there's a lot of things that back them. But if you want true crypto, which the world is pushing to, everybody will be decentralized wallets, exchanges such as BerrieDex, and so forth. Berry does have development plans to do self-custody wallet release with our perpetual engine and our spot markets in the very near future. We think that self-custody aspect of it with a nice seamless Berry wallet that is not like a require. So for instance, right now, if you would like to access any of Berry services, for those that don't know, you can open up in a browser, and in your extensions, you can add things like MetaMask, you can add things like Phantom, any kind of wallet that works in Chrome or Brave browsers such as Godson and Nevermore use. You can connect to our DEX directly on mobile. You have to download the mobile app, such as like Phantom or MetaMask, and do it in their browser there. I think the big disconnect for a lot of DEXs is the KYC requirements to get into the App Store. There's a right way to do it nowadays, and we're definitely going to get an app in there that is completely also offers self-custody wallet. So that way everything remains in your custody, designed by Berry also, instead of having to use other services like Berry.
Very cool.
Harvey says, go through these questions in the chat. Are there any L1s giving us any teething issues at the moment, or any that you keen for anybody to perform and give feedback? I'd have to think about that, actually. Maybe we can do a Discord voice chat in the near future and kind of discuss that, because I think we go down a really deep rabbit hole with that. But
yeah, let's not.
Yes, also wallet release too. Wallet release, mobile app to cohesively connect all of our services together.
Yeah, I was going to say real quick, again, all this stuff is, if you as a user, run into something you're not like particularly excited about, you just want to report it to us and have us fix it, you can always hop into the Discord and say, hey, open up a ticket, say, oh, I'm having an issue with this, I would like this fixed, or I prefer this way, and we'll even consider like some of the more aesthetic choices that people have, and be like, hey, this is, I would like the option to do this or not do that, and so on and so forth. So we're at the stage where it's kind of like an expansion. I think we've built a pretty good based on how we want to run the project in general. General philosophical and ideological stuff is already set, and now is the part where we just kind of like roll out all these services that we think people are really gonna enjoy. So, without getting into too much detail about some of the stuff we have
Can you guys hear me?
planned.
Am I unmuted?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to touch on that real quick. I couldn't tell if it was working or not. Um, we are way ahead of our schedule. If you open our white paper, and you can find that at berriedex.ie slash. Actually, just type that in. The white paper link's right there.
Yep.
You could do /WP if you'd like, though. So just remember Berry, and you can always access all of our information, including like the perp decks will be migrated over there along with our current decks and our swapping and our staking services also. But on the white paper, we initially had several phases set out. I'm going to go ahead and just share screen real quick.
Yeah, and shout out to Brave Talk that we're on here.
Right.
Yeah, so phase one, we definitely got through really quickly, which was the berry sale, spot markets. And we did introduce a few RWAs on the spot markets. We did introduce NVIDIA, Circle. What were some other ones, Godson, that we
Robinhood,
market making?
So Hood, MicroStrategy. That's it. So okay. Circle, Hood, MicroStrategy.
Right.
There's one more.
Anyway, you can check those out at dex.berry. I think the main point now is we're on to phase two. And phase two was originally going to take place within the first 12 months, perpetual swaps, multi-chain launchpad. We're ahead there. We're about to release perpetual swaps like right off the bat. And then also mobile app comes, which is not in this. And there's a few other things that we've added to these phases since then. One thing about this industry is when everybody becomes focused on something like perps and dexes right now, you have to capture that moment as a player in the industry. And so Berry definitely is attempting to capture that right now, and we will. I think there's a plan in place that will differentiate ourselves from the rest of these perp markets. It's very much the same. It's very much just an old UI, and it's all the same liquidity. I think with our phase two, we wrap this up here within the next month, which would put us way ahead of schedule and open up our launch pad and our DeFi marketplace and some other listings that we have planned. With that, awesome. I don't have much more for this stream today.
Yeah.
I'm more prepared in about 48 hours for everybody to stick around.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, follow, retweet. I'm watching it all.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Oh wait, give us the light show here. Give us the laser light show.
No, wrap it up. Go ahead and wrap it up while I do the light show.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us for this quick stream. Just talking a little bit about the development. Like I said, I'll be doing at least once a week. It's not gonna. You gotta do the turnaround towards us. I'll be doing it every Monday. Yeah. There we go. We know how to use things. So keep a lookout for me on Mondays. Nick Godson on other days as well, sometimes joining me for these Monday streams. And, we'll be doing some market recaps on Monday as well when I'm streaming alone. So we'll have some fun. And if you want to ask more questions about Berry, hop in there. Like Nick said, subscribe, follow us. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on X, we're on all of it. So get in there, get in the Discord, and if you're not already staking Berry, use the swap, get some Berry. The swap for me has you can look at the rates. Our swap has better rates than the other swaps that I've been using, so I've been really happy with using it.
At size.
Yeah,
too.
Sure.
At size.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. So have fun and get in there, stake your Berry, and start earning those rewards. These perps are going live soon. I'm excited. I'm gonna get in there. All right. Yeah. Lots of love, guys. Later.
They should have never added that feature.
Love it. All right. We'll see you next time.